Joint discomfort is something many people gradually learn to live with, especially as the years go by. What may begin as stiffness in the morning or soreness after sitting too long can slowly turn into persistent joint pain that affects daily movement and overall comfort. Because of this, more people are looking carefully at joint health supplements, and one name that continues to appear in searches and videos is Joint Genesis. This Joint Genesis Deep Review is designed to give you a clear, realistic overview of what this supplement is, why it's getting attention, and what people are really trying to understand when they search for Joint Genesis reviews. Joint Genesis is commonly described as a joint supplement created to support overall joint health rather than offering short-term relief. You may also see it referred to as Biodynamics Joint Genesis or Joint Genesis Biodynamics, which reflects the brand behind the formula. Unlike many products that focus only on reducing discomfort temporarily, Joint Genesis is often discussed as part of a longer-term joint support approach. This is one reason people continue searching for updated terms like Joint Genesis 2026 and Joint Genesis Reviews 2026, as they want current information rather than outdated claims. One of the most common questions people ask is, does Joint Genesis work? That question usually comes from individuals who have already tried other joint supplements without much success. Many Joint Genesis reviews suggest that people are not looking for instant or dramatic changes. Instead, they want something that fits into a daily routine and supports joint health gradually. This expectation shows up clearly in Joint Genesis customer reviews and Joint Genesis real reviews, where people often describe subtle changes rather than overnight results. Another reason Joint Genesis gets attention is transparency. Searches for Joint Genesis ingredients are very common, which shows that people want to understand what they are putting into their bodies. Rather than blindly trusting labels, many buyers research how a joint supplement is designed and what its ingredients are intended to support. Joint Genesis is usually discussed as a joint supplement meant to support joint structure and comfort, not as a replacement for medicine or a quick fix for joint pain. Online discussions about Joint Genesis appear across multiple platforms, including YouTube, blogs, and even Joint Genesis Reddit threads. These conversations often focus on whether the reviews are genuine and whether the product is worth learning more about. While experiences naturally vary from person to person, many Joint Genesis reviews emphasize patience and consistency. This reinforces the idea that Joint Genesis is positioned as a joint health supplement rather than a pain-stopping product. People researching Joint Genesis are often dealing with ongoing joint discomfort and are trying to be cautious. Many searches include phrases like Joint Genesis buy Joint Genesis, or where to buy Joint Genesis, which suggests that buyers are already interested but want to be sure they are purchasing from a reliable source. Because supplements can sometimes be misrepresented online, many reviewers recommend using the Joint Genesis official website to ensure authenticity. It's also common to see people compare Joint Genesis to broader joint support approaches, sometimes loosely referring to it as part of a Genesis healthcare system for joints. While that phrase is not a formal medical term, it reflects how people view Joint Genesis as something that supports joint health over time, rather than acting as a single-use solution. This perspective aligns with how many older adults. Most people do not describe dramatic transformations. Instead, they talk about gradual changes, better daily comfort, or feeling more confident sticking with a routine. This tone is important because it separates genuine experiences from exaggerated marketing language. That's one reason so many people continue searching for Joint Genesis review content that feels balanced and informative. So, is Joint Genesis worth learning more about? This Joint Genesis Deep Review is not meant to tell you what to buy or promise specific results. Its purpose is to explain why this joint supplement continues to be discussed and why so many people are carefully researching it before making a decision. Joint Genesis stands out largely because of how it is positioned, focusing on joint health rather than quick relief. If you are researching joint supplements, joint health, or long-term support for joint discomfort, taking time to read a full review can help you make a more informed choice. Many people find it helpful to explore a detailed Joint Genesis Deep review page that explains how the supplement works, what the ingredients are designed to support, and how it compares to other joint supplements. Understanding always comes before confident decisions, especially when it comes to joint health. Taking a calm, informed approach can make all the difference when deciding whether Joint Genesis fits into your personal joint health routine.